Newswatch 16's Matt Petrillo investigates this for us. He's live in Luzerne County. Matt?
Well, if you travel and take the Turnpike, you might cringe at the amount of money you pay in tolls. But we found the Easy Pass lane, like the one behind me, also making it easier for toll violators. And there's little the state can even do to get back some of that money. Attention Turnpike travelers, you might want to buckle up. The results of our Newswatch 16 investigation into toll cheats may leave you feeling like you've been taken for a ride. While most of us do pay a toll every time we travel the Turnpike, there are plenty of drivers who do not. Documents obtained by Newswatch 16 reveal the number of violations from drivers who use the Turnpike but don't pay the tolls is growing. We discovered unpaid tolls tripled from almost $11 million in 2010 to more than $33 million this year.
That's terrible.
I think that they need to find a way to get people to pay. That's a lot of money.
And very unfair. And they should do something to get that money back.
All those drivers not paying the toll is taking a toll on the roads. That $33 million lost this year is enough to repave 300 miles of the 4-lane Turnpike. That's about the distance from Philly to Pittsburgh.
There's a lot of maintenance not going on in the Turnpike.
Newswatch 16 Investigates also discovered the laws on Pennsylvania's books limited in what it can do to crack down on toll cheats, especially compared to other states. Maryland, for instance, will suspend the license of habitual toll cheats. New Jersey will put a driver's name on a public list if that driver racks up enough violations. But that's not the case here in Pennsylvania. The state usually just hires a collection agency to try to get that lost money.
A lot of states do have some kind of toll enforcement.
Carl DeFabo of the State Turnpike Commission was surprised himself after we showed him the amount of violation money owed to it.
Tolls are our only source of revenue, as a matter of fact. So, it's unfair to our customers if people don't pay their toll violations.
DeFabo wants lawmakers to allow the Turnpike to be more aggressive in going after toll cheats. So Newswatch 16 Investigates met with State Representative Mike Carroll, who sits on the State Transportation Subcommittee. We also showed him what we discovered. Now he's looking into harsher penalties for toll cheats, like preventing some from registering their vehicles.
And it's an issue of fairness, and so any unpaid tolls should be collected.
And the state does collect some money from toll violators, but it's those drivers who never pay that has the Turnpike $33 million in the hole. When the Turnpike first rolled out those Easy Pass lanes, it was a big improvement for drivers. They could travel right through without having to stop at the toll booth and pay cash. But it also turned out to be a big headache for the Turnpike. Last year, you might remember a Newswatch 16 investigation revealed that the Turnpike lost millions of dollars to drivers mostly slipping right through those Easy Pass lanes. And today, the Auditor General released a report showing basically the same thing.
The future of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, I believe our audit shows, is in significant jeopardy.
The Auditor General released a new report at a news conference showing that part of the reason the Turnpike is in jeopardy could be toll cheats, frustrating drivers who do pay.
It annoys me. I think they should go get them. It doesn't seem fair, no.
Perhaps the biggest problem, according to that new audit, is state law does not allow the Turnpike to aggressively go after toll cheats compared to some other states. In Maryland, the licenses of habitual toll cheats could be suspended, and New Jersey posts an annual shame list of the worst offenders. But here in Pennsylvania, the law doesn't allow the Turnpike to do any of that. In fact, as it stands, the law actually prohibits the Turnpike from releasing the names and businesses of toll offenders.
Something needs to be done with respect to Easy Pass violators.
State Representative Mike Carroll helped draft a bill that's making its way through Harrisburg. It would suspend the registration of habitual toll violators. That's one of the Auditor General's recommendations. The other is for the Turnpike to publish the names of the worst toll violators. Representative Carroll supports both.
I believe that that would be a step in the direction of making sure people pay their fair share with respect to tolls.
And the State Turnpike Commission also released a statement late this afternoon saying in part that they look forward to working with state legislators to pass laws that would make sure that everyone pays their fair share when traveling on the Turnpike. It took Newswatch 16 less than 10 minutes at the Bear Creek Toll Plaza near Wilkes-Barre to find a driver traveling through this ticket-only toll booth, never grabbing the ticket. That driver's not alone. The Turnpike writes off millions of dollars every year to toll cheats.
Well, they're cheapsteaks, Gates.
They're stealing. Plain and simple.
But a bill recently signed into law allows the state to suspend the registration of drivers with $500 or more in toll violations.
They'll teach them not to do it. They don't have a car, they can't go through it. They'll think twice next time.
I think they should be held responsible.
But the Turnpike says of the top 24 commercial violators, only some are from Pennsylvania. Most are actually from out of state, like New Jersey, Virginia, and beyond. They collectively owe the PA Turnpike more than $1.5 million in unpaid tolls and fees.
We have to pay them. Why shouldn't everybody else?
It's not fair at all, especially out-of-state companies.
With the new law, though, the Turnpike can now work with other states to more aggressively pursue those out-of-state toll cheats. For instance, to try to get their vehicle registration suspended.
It is about time that they start cracking down on these people. That's why the Turnpike's in such terrible shape.
And officials with the Turnpike say they're already in talks with some of those states like Delaware and Maryland to go after those out-of-state toll evaders. Matt Petrillo, Newswatch 16, live outside our Wyoming Valley newsroom.